Within the intricate world beneath our feet, a silent war is about to erupt, a conflict of biblical proportions waged on a miniature scale. Have you ever wondered what happens when two rival ant colonies declare war? Prepare to witness the epic, brutal, and surprisingly sophisticated art of ant warfare. The conflict begins with a single scout ant. Venturing far from its nest, it detects a foreign scent pheromones belonging to a rival colony. This is an intrusion, an act of aggression. The scout doesn't hesitate. It races back to its own nest, leaving a chemical trail of alarm signals, a silent call to arms that mobilizes an entire nation. The message is clear. Invaders are near. In a matter of minutes, the colony responds with astonishing speed and organization. Thousands of warrior ants, bred for battle, pour out from the nest's depths. They aren't just a chaotic mob. They form disciplined columns and organized attack formations. Guided by the pheromones of their commanders, this legion of soldiers marches forward, a unified force ready to defend their territory or die trying. The two armies finally meet, and the battlefield explodes into chaos. A dense cloud of battle pheromones blankets the ground, a chemical fog of war that incites uncontrollable aggression. The clash is ferocious. Ants lock their powerful jaws onto enemy limbs and bodies, attempting to dismember their foes. Some species inject potent venom with their stings, while others, like the notorious army ants or fire ants, employ advanced tactics. They execute coordinated flanking maneuvers to surround their opponents and set up deadly ambushes, demonstrating a strategic intelligence that is both fascinating and terrifying. At the peak of the battle, the ground itself seems to be alive. Thousands of ants become a single, writhing mass of black and red. It is a terrifying spectacle of swarming bodies, a relentless wave of biting, pulling, an overwhelming force. Individual soldiers are lost in the swarm as they fight with a singular purpose, sacrificing themselves for the survival of the colony. It is a brutal, chaotic dance of death where only the strongest will survive. Ultimately, one side must fall. The colony with the superior numbers, the more effective group coordination, or the more powerful chemical weapons will claim victory. The defeated army is either completely annihilated, its members torn apart, or forced into a desperate retreat. The survivors must abandon their home, carrying what little they can, to find a new place to rebuild, forever marked by the devastating loss. Have you ever wondered what a war between nations looks like on a miniature scale? Forget epic human battles. The real drama unfolds right beneath your feet, in a world where millions of soldiers clash in a fight for survival. This is the brutal, organized warfare of ants. It all begins with a single scout. An ant, venturing from its nest, detects an unfamiliar scent pheromones from a rival colony. This isn't just a casual encounter. It's a declaration of war. The scout rushes back, leaving a chemical trail of alarm that alerts its entire colony to the impending threat. The message is clear. Invaders are near, and the homeland must be defended. Within moments, the colony transforms into a disciplined military force. Thousands of warrior ants, bred for combat, pour out from the nest. They don't move in a chaotic swarm but assemble into organized formations, a testament to their sophisticated communication. Guided by pheromones, these tiny soldiers form columns and flanks, ready to march into battle. The ground trembles as a living, breathing army prepares for the inevitable clash. When the two armies finally collide, the battlefield erupts. A dense cloud of battle pheromones engulfs the area, a chemical fog of war that signals aggression and incites fury. The ants engage in ferocious one-on-one combat, their powerful jaws locking onto legs, antennae, and body. Some species inject venom, a potent biological weapon, while others rely on sheer numbers and brute force. Advanced tacticians like army ants execute complex flanking maneuvers, encircling and overwhelming their enemies. At the peak of the battle, the scene is one of pure, synchronized chaos. The ground becomes a moving carpet of black and red, a writhing mass of thousands of bodies locked in a desperate struggle. Ants work in teams, pulling enemies apart limb by limb. The dead and dying litter the battlefield, but the fighting continues with unrelenting intensity. It's a brutal spectacle of overwhelming force, where individual ants are just cogs in a massive, coordinated war machine. Ultimately, one side must fall. Victory is determined by superior numbers, stronger chemical weapons, or better coordination. The winning colony annihilates its rival, plundering its resources, and sometimes even taking its young as slaves. The defeated colony is either completely destroyed or forced to abandon its home and retreat, its survivors scattered, and its legacy erased. In the ruthless world events, war is not just a conflict. It's a matter of absolute survival or total extinction.